What's going on, everybody? Dominic here with RE Digital. We are here to help you create SMS campaigns so you don't have to pay overpriced lead generation companies and other companies who are just looking to take money out of your pocket and they provide you with crappy leads. I want you to take control of your own leads, so let's dive in and I'll show you how to create your own SMS campaigns. So first things first, let's understand SMS campaigns coming from a business, right? What are the legalities of it, right? You don't want to spam people. You don't want to send them unsolicited text messages. And with unsolicited text messages, there come large fines with the FCC and other legal bodies in the United States. So first things first is you need to get consent from your prospect, whether that's from a form on your website, a survey, whatever the case may be. If they get consent from you to receive these solicitations, you're good to go. Now, when you start these SMS campaigns, you really have to understand like what it is you are sending out to them. You don't want to send them something like, "Hey, is this so and so?" or "Hey," and then send them a link. "Here's your 20% offer." People are going to look at it and be like, "I never enrolled in this. I never got this. I got a marketing message like that today, and the first thing I did was I texted them saying I never opted in for this. Remove my name from your contact database because I never enrolled in it." These are the laws in the United States right now. It's a consumer. Let's see what it's called, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. So if you have any questions about your SMS campaign, definitely take a look at that. With that being said, consent requirements like this, for example. I agree to the terms and conditions, which that's what you have in your terms and conditions, obviously, by providing the company, RE Digital in this case. By providing my phone number, I agree to receive text messages from this business. This is a proper consent form, and it doesn't specify which types of texts, so I could send them texts regarding, like, let's say, late payment, or upcoming payment, or marketing messages, or follow-up communications, and things like that. But, you know, the bottom line is you have to get consent. I can't stress that enough. If you start sending out text messages to random people with valueless options, all willy-nilly, you will get blocked, you will get spammed, your A2P registration will get suspended, and then you can't send out any more text messages from your business through your CRM. Let's see what else we got to cover. Okay, so another thing is you must have a clear opt-out message on these SMS campaigns. If you do not have an opt-out message, that could lead to a fine too. So a good opt-out message would be something along the lines of stop equals end. If you don't, you click stop to type stop to unsubscribe. Anything along those lines of type N for no, and we won't contact you anymore. Anything along those lines, as long as your message is clear that you do this, you won't get any more messages from us. You also have to check the Do Not Contact Registry in the United States, because there are people on this registry and that could lead to fines if you do contact them and they're not on that registry. Okay, now let's go into some of these automations that I personally created for I shouldn't say cold messaging messaging campaigns. For example, if somebody fills out a form and I want to automate a text message to them, I could add a trigger right here. I didn't put the trigger in because I was just pushing contacts into there manually. I add a trigger in here and say form submitted, and you have multiple options. You could do a form, you could do a survey, you could do something like Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, the list goes on. All right, form submitted is the form that we were looking at before, which is right here, service page contact form. And if I had something along the lines of a custom field where it says I also agree to marketing messages and they check that, I could put that custom field in there too, wherever it is, but there's no data available for there right now, so we won't do that. So once they submit that form and they have to agree to that checkbox, they get pushed into this workflow. Then the first text message gets sent out to our prospect. And right here we have just a basic custom value because I set this up in a way where A different form updates the custom value and then displays the message here. That way you don't have to keep going into these automations to update your communications every single time, every single different campaign, right? Then we wait for 2 days for that prospect to reply. Did they reply? Did they reply with an email address? Did they reply, who is this? We have conditions here to really cover all the bases. And from that point on, you decide how you want to continue with your SMS campaign. You must, I personally think you have to have some kind of call to action in there. You should not send out links on first text messages to prospects, because then they'll likely mark it as spam regardless if they consented to your opt-in form or not. It doesn't really matter at that point. Lo and behold, this can work. It can be difficult. There's a lot of hoops to jump through. There's a lot of risks you could take. I've had clients that just said, you know what, I don't care about all these laws and regulations, and let's just send a campaign that says something along the lines of, hey, is this so-and-so, just to elicit a response and then send them an offer. I was like, well, I don't recommend you do that, but hey, if that's what you want to do and that's how you want to work with, then go for it. You know, this client claimed that he had this database of previous clients, so why would he be saying, hey, is this so-and-so? I don't know, but nonetheless, I don't think you should do that. So then my recommendation is, if you're sending out an SMS campaign via a form submission, put some value into it. Make it personalized. So if that form that they submitted has data in there that's specific to their wants and needs, add that into your text message so they know that it is not just a spam text message. So for example, if they filled out a survey and they answered a certain question, like, how often do you get leads? And I put something along the lines of once a month, 10 times a month, whatever the case may be, or that prospect puts that in there, and I see that information, I could update that information into that text message using actually one of these custom value fields like this, and that information will reflect into that text message, and you could curate that to be more personalized. For example, saying something along the lines of, hey, this is Dominic with RE Digital. I saw you just filled out our survey. You said something along the lines of you're getting less than 10 leads a month. We could definitely help you improve that, and if you'd like, let's schedule a call sometime tomorrow. How does that sound? Get a reply from them. How does that sound? That sounds great. When can we do that? And then make sure all your first initial text messages have the stop to unsubscribe, stop equals end, I'm not interested kind of stipulations, so they have the option to unsubscribe from your email or SMS list. I believe I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover with SMSs. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below. This information is pertaining to businesses and not your personal cell phone or iMessaging from your personal device to prospects. That's a whole different ballgame. You'd have to look into the legalities of that. But nonetheless, if you found any value in this video, leave me a comment down below. Ask any questions that I might have missed, and I will see you on the next video.